Trump's running again on the same failed trickle-down policies. Nothing's changed. Just a few months ago at a closed-door event in Mar-a-Lago, he told his millionaire and billionaire donors the following, this is a quote, "You're rich as hell, and we're going to give you tax cuts," end of quote. And then they all laughed about it. Not because they didn't think it would happen, because they knew it will happen if he's elected. How does that make me feel? How does it make you feel? How does it make the people I grew up with feel? I think it's outrageous. Trump wants to renew another round of billionaire tax breaks and corporate giveaways. And look, I come from the corporate state of the world, Delaware. I represented for 36 years. They're entitled to make a fair profit. It makes sense. There's more corporations incorporated in Delaware than every other state in the nation combined. But this is ridiculous what's going on now. You know, there are about 1,000 billionaires in America. Do you know what the average federal tax rate for a billionaire is today in America? For real, 8.3%. That's how much federal tax. No, I'm serious. Not a joke. Far less than the vast majority of Americans pay in federal taxes. No billionaire should pay a lower tax rate than a teacher, a nurse, a sanitation worker. I mean it. And that tax break that he passed several years ago is about to expire. But Trump wants to give another billionaire tax break. Listen to what he says. Trump says his MAGA friends want to, quote, terminate, I love his terminology, terminate the Affordable Care Act. That would mean over 100 million Americans with pre-existing conditions who now have health care because of the Affordable Care Act would lose their coverage. 100 million. It means millions of young people we kicked off their parents' health care policies once they turn 26. The Affordable Care Act is paid for by a surtax on the very wealthy investment income. Trump wants to get rid of that, and as a consequence, would cost millions of Americans who lose coverage an average of additional $6,000 a year to maintain their health care. It would mean billionaires would get, as a consequence of not having to pay the tax anymore, another $3.5 million tax cut per billionaire. You heard me right. Billionaires would each get an additional tax cut every year of $3.5 million. That's 70 times what a typical family here in Scranton makes in 1 year. I have a better idea. As soon as I came to office, I expanded tax credits through the Affordable Care Act and saved millions of Americans another $800 per person per year on their health care premiums. Health care should be a basic right. Those tax credits go to expire next year, though. And I want to make those tax credits permanent. The first thing I'll do if I'm reelected is make them permanent. Folks,